Well, all right. Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for coming to sit down, post the Dash, the web series, to talk about your experience.
Most definitely.
So let's get this thing started. Tell us who you are and what character do you play in the Dash?
All right. Well, I am Ashton Reynolds, and the character that I play is Dale. If you've been following the series, I am the best friend to G-Man, and I'm the one that unfortunately went down. So that's who I am.
Now, tell us tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, what do you do outside of acting? Who are you?
Okay. So a little bit about myself. So I am Ashton Reynolds, like I said beforehand, a two-time Kingdom Host of the Year winner. I am also an ordained minister and chaplain. I'm award-winning drummer, award-winning rapper, and all of that good stuff. So God has really blessed me to win some awards, but the award that I'm looking for is the ones that he have when he returns and stuff like that. But outside of that, I just make sure that everybody know exactly why the blessed side be the best side, especially when it comes to these lyrics. That's why, the satisfaction of Ashton rapping to leave you flabbergasted at the fact that that's a truly master rapping. You know what I'm saying? So I just like to utilize all of these avenues to serve as vehicles to drive the point that the blessed side be the best side, straight up.
That's what's up. Now, how did you hear about the project, The Dash?
Okay, how I heard about the Dash. It was quite simple. G-Wade hit me up. He was like, hey, I have this project I'm working on. How would you like to be a part of it? And since G-Wade is my guy, y'all know it was a no-brainer. I said, of course, whatever is needed, just send it over to me. I'll be ready. Despite the hectic schedule, I always make sure that whatever I commit to, I definitely give my best. So that's what I was, adamant about doing. And when it was time to have that sit down over Zoom, discuss the characters, how we're going to do this thing, how they're going to develop and all of that good stuff, it was easy to make it my own. And therefore, y'all see what happened.
That's what's up. Now, were there any preparations that you made, or were there any inspirations that gave you motivation to create the backstory, to create the character, and to better bring forth the character of Dale?
Oh, most definitely. Some of the motivations was looking at some of the movies that had people, some crime movies that had the person smooth. I didn't want them to be over the top. I wanted it to be something that was very realistic. I was able to pull from some people that I do know in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're so smooth, you don't even know they in that world. But they just some good down to earth people that unfortunately sell these narcotics to the community and things of that nature. Pull from certain movies, watching things like Blue Hill Avenue, how they were suave with it and things of that nature. Then you go to I forgot the Wesley Snipes movie.
New Jack City.
That one, and then there was another one.
Oh,
I cannot think
I know the
of
one
it
you're
right
talking
now.
about.
Oh man, I pulled from that though because the way he dressed.
Gotcha.
I can't think of it at the moment. I don't know. I think it's Sugar Hill. Sugar Hill. I think that's Sugar Hill. Thank you. Pull from that. Stir stuff like that because I wanted it to reflect what was written and what was given, and plus you could see the demeanors and play off of each other. That's what I wanted to portray on the screen, and I'm glad that it did translate. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want it to be over the top and things like that to the point where you be like, man, he acting. Nah, he wanted to feel real, and I've actually had some people be like, hey man, would you really like that? Nah. But I'll be able to just pull out some aspects and then even look at, some of my own personal behavior characteristics that I can say, hey, I can make this my own right here. I can add my own lingo to it and make it blend perfectly so that way the character of Dale could really do and portray what it's supposed to portray.
Which leads me to this question. Mm-hmm. Since you are a minister of the gospel, mm-hmm. since you are, involved in the church, were there any challenges, were there any convictions that you had in playing the character that was not so savory, mm-hmm. which actually contradicts the walk of Christ?
No. The reason why it wasn't is because, first of all, I'm aware that I'm playing a character. I'm being an actor. And in the Bible, if you want to look at the definition of actor, it's hypocrite. So it's like you see somebody who is a minister playing the role of somebody who is actually destroying the community. And the reason why I played that is, first of all, I'm telling somebody's story because this story serves as a testimony. And by it serving as a testimony, when you see the person who the story is about, you'll be like, you wouldn't even believe that that was actually a part of his life. But when he went through that and you see who he is now, you can see the goodness of God. And so that's when that was explained. And I was like, okay, I could definitely do that because I know that some people, when they watch this, they could see themselves. And then when they hear the real person, now I could use that as bait, as the word says, wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So using this right here serves as a biblical tool to say, hey, this minister right here can understand this walk. And you look at the character that I play and you're like, man, how could he play that so natural? It's because I understand where you came from. Because when Jesus came here, he had the compassion. He understood because he was tempted in all ways, but he did not sin because he was made to be sin for us to have a way to have remission for sin for eternity. So playing this character right here didn't really, affect me anyway because of the fact that I went to God about this first and foremost and then looked at the reason why this is done, because this was right here just to tell a story and to tell a personal story. Although some of the things were fictionalized, the whole premise and foundation of it came from a real place that led to the visionary receiving and walking in the ways of the Lord and utilizing this to help people get up out the streets so they can get in the word.
All right, all right. Did you learn anything new about G Wade?
Yeah, I learned a lot about G Wade. Like, I never knew this part of G Wade's life prior to the creation of it. Like in conversation, you'll be like, yeah, I understand that and things of that nature. But one thing that I do love is that he don't glorify this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? I do appreciate that it was just a part of his life. And then he was like, it helps also, like I said before, serves in his purpose that he's like, hey, I can understand where you are because I was once there, but I have a way out now, and that was through Christ. And so, I learned a lot about him, and then just to see how genuine of a person he was, and knowing the fact that this right here was 20 years in the making, 10 plus years in the making. And for it to finally come into fruition and for me to be a part of it, this was an amazing thing. And I'm so grateful. And then apparently there's more to come. So, just stay tuned, stay ready, because I'm definitely ready and I'm looking forward to what this will do.
And if people want to find out more about Ashton Reynolds, where do they go? How can they find you on social media?
If people want to find out more about Ashton Reynolds, just type in Ashton Reynolds on Facebook. You'll see me in a red suit in front of a microphone. You can't miss it. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at Blessed Coast, BLESSED KOAST, and also follow at Official Cool Experience. That's the ministry page, and the Blessed Coast, that gives you more of the entertainment side of things that I do, and they're linked together because, like I said, all of the things that I do serves as vehicles to show you and everybody that the blessed side be the best side. So that's the way that you can find me. And if you want to contact me, hey, officialcoolexperience@gmail.com. Hit the homie up. That's where we at with it.
Well, Ashton, I want to thank you for taking the time to sit down post season 1 of the web series.
Yeah.
Sharing your experience. Thank you for being a part of the project, and looking forward to many, many more great things that you have to come.
Hey, appreciate it. Anytime. God bless you.